Breaking news. It has been reported that police, in fact, it has been confirmed that police have discovered substance that cannot be named here and around Midrand in Blue Hills, to be specific. This substance that cannot be named it is reported that it is worth, or the worth of this substance, it's somewhere around, It is somewhere around 20 million rand. Like, can I say it again? This substance that cannot be named, they are valued at 20 million rand. Now, they were discovered somewhere around Midrand in one of the plot. Very, very interesting, right? Brigadier Aklenda Mate, the spokesperson of the South African Police Service, posted that. So it is not just us speaking, but rather it is something that has been confirmed. Now, I want to remind you of what General Mkhwanazi had said previously. If you remember the press briefing of General Mkhwanazi of the 6th of July 2025, General Mkhwanazi had said that this substance that cannot be named, which is cocaine, by the way, he said that Gauteng is basically it's like a warehouse, a distribution center. And some of us, we thought maybe these things are kept in a warehouse of some sort. Currently, they are kept in a plot. But the value of this, 20 million rand. Now, I need to give you a video from General Mkhwanazi where he spoke about the fact that this substance that cannot be named often found where, how. He spoke about that, and I need to insert that video from General Mkhwanazi. Please listen to this.
And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in Parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and Correctional Services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng.
Okay, so having done the right thing, now I wanna take you back to the statement from Aklenda Mate, but I just want you to think for a moment that if they discovered these boxes, right, how much more is out there that is not known? How much more that is out there that is not yet discovered? You'll remember not long ago there was a plane crash. The plane crash was from somewhere around, is it Colombia, Brazil, or what? It was a private plane that would have landed here in South Africa. It was scheduled to land here. It was found with a lot of substance that cannot be named. What I'm saying is, every now and again, General Mkhwanazi's statements are just being proven true, right? And it's like General Mkhwanazi is sitting there looking at people doing whatever they are doing, and is looking at them and is realizing, is looking at them and is like, I told you, some of you did not want to believe me, but look at things now unfolding. Now let's read the statement from the spokesperson of the South African Police Service, Brigadier Aklenda Mate. Cocaine worth of 200 million has been seized from a plot in Blue Hill, Midrand. SAPS intelligence was following up on information of drugs being hidden on the identified plot. A 56-year-old man believed to be the owner of the plot has been arrested for possession and dealing in drugs. Right. That is what Brigadier Aklenda Mate. Sorry, guys. That is what Brigadier Aklenda Mate tells us. But I want us to go back to the statement of General Mkhwanazi. General Mkhwanazi spoke about the fact that Johannesburg is, Johannesburg, in fact, he said it this way. These things, they normally arrived, they will arrive in Durban, then get distributed or sent to Joburg. So now, Gauteng, to be specific, And then he spoke about the fact that there's corruption that includes the magistrate, the prosecutors, the police, the Metro Police. But here's what I want us to talk about, right? Because that's another great aspect to look into this thing. But here's an interesting aspect. If all these things lands in, say for instance, Durban, how do they get transported from Durban to Joburg? For instance, this substance that cannot be named, how did it get to Midrand? Are you saying that it arrived on air and landed on that plot and then they offloaded everything, or it arrived through via channels such as OR Tambo, then it was transported on the ground? Even be it as it may, if it has to travel on the ground, then a normal mind will think about, what if police gets me? What if police arrest me whilst I am on the way or whilst I'm transporting that? So if you can start asking questions around that, you then realize this. There has been an allegation around the transportation that this substance that cannot be named, sometimes they are transported using blue lights. In other words, police vehicle. Those are allegations that has not yet been proven, are yet to be tested. But I'm just saying, Guti, we should be worried about the transportation whenever and wherever they land. Let's make an example about the plane crash that was found with substance. If for instance it would have landed somewhere in a private space in let's say in because it was going towards, or it was destined to Stellenbosch, so it would have landed there. But then once the plane is landed, then the substance gets transported somewhere. The transportation mode, right, so that they don't get arrested. What type of transportation are they using? If you start asking these questions will lead to a breakthrough. Believe you me, these questions will lead to a breakthrough, right? There's more to this thing than just what meets the eye. And what meets the eye, I think for me, is just tiny little information that we've just been exposed to. And so we can celebrate that, there's a breakthrough, but how much more is out there too? How did this substance get transported? Remember, by the way, speaking about this substance that cannot be named, you remember the article that was released somewhere around 2021, where around June or July, there was a bust of this substance here in Joburg. Or this substance were in millions, by the way. Then there were around the weekend of the 5th to the 8th of November 2021, if I'm not mistaken, if not 2022, if not 2020, in Potchefstroom, in the warehouse of Hawks, the substance was stolen inside that facility. How were they transported? Remember that we asked a question, how is it that inside the facility, a secured facility of Hawks, a substance just get missing? Do you remember that? Just keep asking yourself. Remember, I said it was in millions. It was in serious millions. So, meaning when you transport them, you need serious cars. How were they transported? That question that I ask you, if you start interrogating the things that I've just said now, you will realize that you will realize something. But let me leave it up. Let me leave it up for a discussion. Other than that, good people, I'll see you on the next episode.